everybody, it's Alisa Murray here with another Martini Talk, and I'm here with my dear friend Tammy, and she is a doctor. She's my doctor. She takes care of our family's teeth, and she's had a lot of changes that we've had to go through. All of us have with the COVID stuff that's happened, and we just have had a chance to finally sit together and visit as friends and catch up and see what's going on with each other and her boys. And in another episode, you'll see me shooting guns with the boys and doing gun safety. So look for that on the DIY part of the playlist. But thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
How have you been?
Great.
Yeah.
Busy. Very busy.
I know you've been busy. I've been over to the office. So how have things been before, like when the governor shut things down and all of that? Like, how long were you?
So we were shut down for a total of 6 weeks.
Okay.
So completely shut down, not able to work, only seeing emergency patients as needed. We saw, maybe 4, 5, 6 patients during the whole thing,
Oh, wow.
just on emergency basis
Wow.
only.
Okay.
But coming back to work, there's been a lot of broken teeth. There's been a lot of, there's a lot of stress. Everybody's under stress, so there's a lot of clenching and grinding. A lot of that, and a lot of people who are still a little bit nervous about coming back. But our office has been. We always were above and beyond with our, cleanliness and our OSHA guidelines and sterilization. And so really the only thing that we've added is
the temperature check.
Yeah, temperature check. We do have you fill out a COVID screener. We also are wearing different masks. We were a little bit lax, before about wearing our jackets. So we wear our jackets all the time. We that and making sure that we're changing our clothes before we leave so we don't bring anything home to our families.
Oh yeah.
Which we should have been doing anyway. But now we're just doing the same thing we've been doing, and it's really not a whole lot of change. But we're doing great. Nobody's been sick, so it's been great.
No, that's wonderful news. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because I've been visiting with other entrepreneurs, and you and I are in the same county, and so many have so many different varied experiences in what they have to do, protocols, how they were shut down, partially open, re-shut down, and how they're making changes and trying to figure out how to get that protocol in place for going forward. Because I know when I go to the hair salon, it's like temperature check, wear my mask, not your mask. They want us to wear their mask because they don't want to get the color on our mask or whatever they're doing to our hair. And there's face shields, and there's a lot of extra stuff that's there that's just not what you see in the grocery store, right? Right. And then it's so interesting too, because I know that you're on the other side of the county. You don't know what restaurants are going to be open. You don't know which restaurants are going to be open and then have to turn people away because they don't have the space inside to be able to actually take care of the normal capacity that they are used to having. So it's sort of hit and miss still, really, on what I almost have to call first.
Right.
And I don't know what y'all have experienced with church, but Father Andrew said we were finally in service. Face-to-face service was last Sunday. And I texted him and I said, listen, I get up and get dressed for church. So if I go to church and y'all are at capacity and I have to be turned away, that ain't going to fly with me, because I'm not going to be happy if I got up and got dressed up. So he said it's reservations. So they're taking reservations for the capacity in the sanctuary. So I don't know how it's going to be going forward.
Right.
But
we're not doing church, but the boys are doing CCE, but it's online. So they have to do, each 3rd and 4th grade has to do their own online deal, and then they are doing sacrament prep, second year sacrament prep for Holy Communion this year. And so they do that together.
And they can do that online.
And so then we have to do a Zoom once a month for sacrament as well. So it's different. I really wish they could do that in person, because I feel like they're not getting the same experience. Yeah. But, it is what it is.
It is what it is. It's the way it is.
It's working.
Yeah. So what are your plans this fall? Have you got any plans to travel? I've got a lot of clients that are not afraid to do that, and they are doing that, and I'm booking them for that. So I know that.
No, we are. We had, when the flights were so cheap, we booked Cabo for over New Year's Eve, because the fireworks are amazing. We wanted the boys to see it. So we're going to be doing that, and no problem. I mean, no, we've traveled. We traveled about a month ago, I guess, and it was great. Middle seats open. We never felt uncomfortable or, worried about anything once we got to the resort. It was pretty much no masks. Everyone that works there is wearing one, but they're not necessarily asking, the guests to wear one. They're just limiting how many people are in the elevator together, and, try to keep you spaced out a little bit. But no, it was great. I felt totally comfortable the whole time.
Yeah, all of my resorts that I've vetted, and send clients to are the same. There's a heightened awareness of protocols and safety. The guests are not required to wear masks at the beach or at the pool. Obviously, that doesn't even make any sense. Or at the bar. But they have not come home sick, and I've had a lot that have gone, which makes me feel a little bit better about it. You know, like at first I was kind of like, do I really want to book you? I love you. I'm scared. I don't want to be responsible for having set this all up.
Especially being on a plane. But even on the plane, they kept saying over and over about, you know, how often the air is turned over and how, you know, everybody's wearing their masks, and, you know, let us know if you need anything, or if you want a wipe to wipe down your area, or if you want us to not handle your drink, or, you know, they're not doing drinks, they're just doing water and the little snacks.
Right.
But, you know, they're very hands off on everything. So it was fine. I never felt uncomfortable at all.
Yeah, and the flight's not that bad from here to Cabo.
Yeah.
And whatever other flights. I mean, we haven't been to North Carolina, but it's about a 2-hour flight too. And I don't know. My biggest fear about going to North Carolina is not really for me, even though I've got the heart stuff. It's I don't want to bring something into Mom,
right?
Because she's in her 80s, and I don't know if I got exposed to something or brought it in on my clothes. I would never forgive myself if that happened. And so I haven't booked anything to do anything yet. I just haven't made the final commitment to that. I feel like next year.
And if you do, wear your mask. Everybody wear your mask, and then change your clothes before you get there, or before you go in, or take a shower, stay at a hotel the night before.
Yeah.
Take a shower before you go see her.
Yeah. Well, she'd pitch a fit. She'd have to not know we were even coming. She would not be happy, because we literally land in Charlotte, and she's already calling us, even though she understands, but she doesn't understand anymore. She's like, "Where are y'all?" And I'm like, "Mama, we just landed, and it's an hour drive through Charlotte traffic, which is hideous traffic. It's awful. It's almost like Atlanta." And I'm like, "We'll be there when we get there. We have to meander our way through the traffic and get to you." And we know it's usually at least an hour plus. So she would lose her mind if she found out we'd spent the night at a hotel or something and didn't come straight home to Grandma's house. So anyway, what are you going to do for Thanksgiving? What's going on for Thanksgiving?
We do Thanksgiving here. Obviously the Aggies are going to be playing, so we'll watch them, and that's our thing. We love college football. My little sister's having a baby. She'll be having her baby on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, a C-section. So she's having a little girl. I have the boys, and she has the girl.
That's awesome.
So she's having a baby girl. So that's just that, and we're gonna go the weekend before. We're going to a friend's ranch, and the boys are gonna hunt deer.
Good.
Come back for the baby, and then stay for the turkey and the football.
That's awesome.
That's it.
That's awesome. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday. I look forward to seeing you all the time when we get a chance to visit. I just went to see you for my checkup, and I accidentally had a cavity. I haven't had a cavity in a long time. And thankfully Tammy found it before I knew it, because I didn't find it. I did not know it. And usually I'm finding them because it's hurting, and then it's too late, and we're having to do all this implants and root canals and whatnot. So there's that. And your pictures this year turned out really good. They just had pictures in the studio too. So they did a good job. Those boys did a good job, and they taught me how to be safe with the gun too.
Yep.
So I appreciate your visit. It was just fun.
It was fun.
Yeah. Well, listen, guys, I hope you have enjoyed hanging out with us and being a part of the conversation. I look forward to seeing you guys every Friday. We look forward to visiting with you and sharing, and hopefully, you know, just allowing you to be a part of the conversation will give you a little bit of inspiration. We're all in this together. And cheers to you, and cheers to you, Tammy. Thank you for coming.
Cheers.
And we'll see you soon. Take care.